Right, what's going on? It's Tommy. I'm here in my home, and Open's been out for a couple of weeks or a few weeks now. So I thought I would come in here and talk about that process and the song a little bit more. I wrote Open a long time ago. Feels like ages ago. But even now, although simple, I think the message is incredibly truthful. The pursuit of vulnerability and honesty, despite the world, the world tries to shut you down and make you feel small, make you feel like you can't do it, but you gotta keep going and keep staying open, yeah. So the rehearsal process was really easy. We were in Ryan's flat, where he was living during his university last year, and we were in his room, like rehearsing the track and getting the bass part down and the drums right, and getting my vocal sort of sitting within that in a way that felt good. A lot of it comes down to kind of instinct, like letting everyone just play their part and learn their part, and if it feels fun and if it feels enjoyable and I am excited by what I'm hearing as I'm performing, then I kind of feel like we're in a good place. Having fun and being playful, and being intentional with like the choices we're making. Yeah. So we had that song, and we had the parts down, and we were excited about it. And then it's time to like go into the studio. So then we're in there with Ollie James, our producer, Leon, who was the assistant producer, me, Ozzy, and Ryan, and we're laying down, some kind of version of the full song. We're rehearsing it in the room, and showing Ollie what we've been doing, and then Ollie's there like setting up the microphones, and essentially we're deciding, okay, I think we're gonna do this one take. We're just gonna perform it the way it is because it feels like that is the most honest choice for the song. It felt like it worked to do it that way. The song's kind of an ode to my love of like Bruce Springsteen and that kind of big band, honest storytelling music. And so yeah, it felt only right to perform it one take. So we're in the room, the little like recording space, tiny little space, and we're laying down the track, and then we realised that my singing is getting very muddy in that room. The drums are incredibly loud, and I can't really sing over it and give a great performance, unless I'm screaming down the microphone, and it's just not going to work. So essentially I step out of that room, and Ollie sets up a mic in his kind of control room, you could say, and I'm singing in there with my headphones on here, and the other guys in the recording room. And that's how we did it, basically. So bass was in that room, Ozzy, and then Ryan playing drums, and then I'm in a separate room recording the vocal, and we can all hear each other through the headphones. And yeah, we just lay down the track one take, rehearse it a few times, and then go for it. And I don't know how many actual takes we did, but the recording you hear is pretty much like it's probably a blend of actually a few takes actually. So I'm lying saying it was one take. I thought it was one take. Yeah, but that energy of one take, I suppose, is the vibe. And then we're laying down the piano over the top after the fact. We're laying down sort of little vocal harmonies. We're laying down the beautiful harmonica part at the end, which was Ollie just in the studio, like just smashing out some random harmonica like sounds, and then we just pieced together all the parts of it we liked that fit with the song, and we made this beautiful little kind of solo over the ending, which one of my favorite parts of the song. Yeah, what else did we do? We that was kind of it, wasn't it? It's like, yeah, the intention was to end up with a very live, energetic and emotional performance of a very simple, honest song. Yeah, that was the intention. And I guess it feels strange now because I kind of need to update everyone on what's going on and where I'm at now. Looking back on that time, it feels slightly strange now because essentially the truth is that group, that band that I sort of was so excited about presenting to you guys, that's no longer really in existence. I'm now back to being a one-man unit by myself, and it's unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. Things break down. People go in different creative directions, and I can't really control what's happened over the recent time. And yeah, it's been difficult to deal with, trying to figure out where I go next. Who do I work with next? How do I navigate this sort of change in the landscape of my career? I can't necessarily present myself in the way I thought I was going to, as a trio. But to be honest, the Company of Tommy Rodger, which was originally, that group, it's bigger than the group. The Company of Rodger, the Company of Tommy Rodger is everyone I've ever worked with and everyone that I'm going to work with and every single person that supports what I am doing, anyone that's left their mark on it. And if that's what the company is, and the company still lives on, the company is thriving, you could say. Yeah. And I suppose what's really interesting is this sort of strange moment I'm in my career while I'm releasing a record, knowing that a lot of what that record is sort of not going to be in the future. The pain that sits there is exactly what my next single is about. I had this thought is about taking pain or hardship and using it as the fuel for art, and creating positivity out of that, creating community out of that, because we all share that hardship. That's what makes us human and makes us one as a group of people. So yeah, that single's coming out, get ready for that. And essentially, the next step is to go away and create like an amazing piece of work that's even better than what I'm releasing right now. I just put together a little I've put together a little setup of mine, and I'm gonna take some time away and self-produce and co-produce something different and something new, something that people haven't heard me do before, something that takes risks and doesn't hide, is undeniable in its identity. That's how I would put it, and that's going to be a really hard thing to do, and I don't necessarily know what that's going to sound like, but I think it's something I have to do next. So I'm still going to release this record, this EP that I've made, because I think it deserves to be heard, but during this time I'm going to keep working on the next phase, and I'll keep you guys updated, and yeah, I'm excited about what's to come. I'm gonna figure it out, as we all have to do. You know, we all have to keep going. Yeah, I guess that's everything I want to say. Thank you for being here. You know, the people that are watching this and the people that care about what's going to happen next for me. And I tapped into this journey. Like, thank you very much. And there's so much coming. It's hard to put into words. So much going on up here that's gonna come out in the end. Lots of songs to be released. This project still got a few songs left. So much to be created after that. Yeah, be prepared for change. Be prepared for be prepared for be prepared for like the real Tommy Rodger. I don't know what I mean by that, but that's the only way I can put it. Thank you. Stay safe.